Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing? I hope everyone is doing alright. Can you all hear me? You can, that's wonderful. Jay's already in there with the brand new one. Don't spoil it for everybody. There we go, we finally got ourselves the Scyther emote for when I inevitably make bad jokes. And it's wonderful. I love it. It's so good. It was done for me by Egg Savior, so should he pop up this evening, be sure to give him a great big huge thank you. He's alive! He certainly is. He certainly is. I felt fine New Year's Day. A little bit rough, but like, other than that, I was fine. I think I mostly felt rough because of silver chains, to be honest. But that is probably without a doubt the best clip of me anywhere on the internet. It's incredible. I'm gonna bring it up. I want to watch it one more time. Where is it? Where is it? There we are. That's the one. That's the one. That'll do. Let's go and have a look. We can turn that down and we can get straight on into the game after this. We don't need to faff around for too much. Show it to me. Here it is. This is my favourite thing. Let me take my camera away. I hate twisty corridors. Did anyone have twisty corridors on their horror game bingo card? You can check that one. This just keeps on going. Alright, well now there's no going back. Why is everything crumbling? Oh my god! The stream is... It's always worth reliving that. I assume I'm allowed to play my own clips without getting into trouble. Anyway, how is everybody? I hope everyone is doing alright. Welcome to 2021. It's marvellous to be here. At least it's probably a bit more marvellous than it is being last year. Let's get some game going. There it is. How are we all doing? Rach is here, coming in with all the sighs as well. The Scyther is here and it is ready to go. It's so great. I absolutely love it. How is everyone now we're in 2021? How was New Year's Day for everybody? How has the last few days been? Some people have returned to work, some people didn't stop working. Some people are shut back down again. I hope everyone's alright. Let's go for some game. We'll chat while we're here. I can't remember where we got off to. Let's not talk about it. Fair. Pretty good. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. No. It hasn't. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, so we beat off Entropy last time, it would seem. Which is a good place to be. I was thinking of playing this on the New Year's stream, but I don't think we went for a heap of new stuff. So I've got to close up some holes in my schedule now. We've got so much stuff going on. So many games started that I've now got to wrap up. But that's fine. That's fine. Can I just say clap for Kara's ball? Hello! Hello, Clemmy. Welcome. I hope you're alright today. How was New Year's for you? Thank you for hanging out for so long on New Year's Eve. I hope New Year's Day was all good for you. And I hope that 2021 has gotten off to as good a start as it can. Yeah, the clap for Kara's stuff. This is just from the outside looking in. I am not any of the party. I'm not what the clapping's designed for. I spend all day indoors, and that's about it. So, from where I look at it, it's well intended, but ultimately falls flat. and I don't think that's too controversial to say. To be honest, I'm of the opinion it's kind of almost bordering on propaganda. Almost. I understand the sentiment behind it, but I don't think it's well intended anymore. Miss you, New Year's awesome, lots of snacks and a good sleep. That sounds just like my New Year's as well. King of the Cask is raiding with 4. Thank you so much for the raid, King of the Cask. Welcome. And welcome raiders as well. Thank you so very much. And for the follow as well. Alerts will catch up in a minute. There it is. There it is. Better late than never. Thank you so very, very much. Oh. And he goes and flubs it right away by falling into a hole. Ball clamps as well. Hello. I'm so glad that I get to say that out loud. And Ball Clamps is following me. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for the follow, Ball Clamps. Welcome into the stream, guys. Welcome in. So good to have you all here. Currently enjoying some Crash Bandicoot. Problem is, I feel like I've got a double jump, which I don't actually have in this game. That's the problem. I just want to press X again. Where are we at? I missed a load of chat here. Loads of stuff. There we go. Never actually raided. Well, it's very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much for coming in. How is it going? We're doing okay so far. We've literally just gone live. It's only been about 5 or so minutes. So getting in nice and early is very much appreciated. How about for yourself, King of the Cask? How was your stream going on? What was it you was playing? I have got a double jump. Why did I think I did? There you go. That's how you're supposed to do that section right there. Are we going to play anything similar to the weird psychological game that's not a game anytime soon? Oh, Beginner's Guide? Potentially at some point. There's a few of those games knocking about. And they are super duper fun. You've got... there's a game called Superliminal, which I've not seen anything of, but I've heard that that's particularly mind-bending. There Is No Game as well, I think, is a similar kind of style to that also. So there are plenty of options. However, nothing lined up at the moment. I was literally just saying, my schedule for games at the moment is really kind of full. We've got a lot of stuff on at the moment. So we've got Crash and Spyro, we got Medal of Honor Allied Assault as well. We will be restarting some of the Minecraft stuff soon because we've got a whole new series, a whole new multiplayer series starting. So that will be good fun as well. Just a server full of streamers, so we're going to try and make something out of that also. As well as, after the 10-hour New Year's Eve marathon, we've now also got Silver Chains that I need to finish up. We've got Ukulele that we started as well, so I've got so many. I've got about 5, 6, maybe even 7 games that need to be started and wrapped up. So it's going to... it's probably going to be a while before we get... I thought it was worth a go. It's probably going to be a while before we get anything totally new on the channel, but I am very much looking forward to getting some new stuff going on. Oh, it blew the life away! Excuse me. Did everyone hear that as well? My voice just kind of tremoloed out of existence there. Come on. There we go. Hydration break. Good idea. Good idea. Whoa. Let's get that going. You may have noticed I've taken away the adult hydration break for shots and that kind of thing. I'm gonna try it and not drink this year. Loony, but it's we'll see what we can do. At least for as long as I can, anyway. Certain leeways will need to be made. That's all I can say. Stanley Parable, Jay said as well about mind-bending games. That is also definitely on the list, but there is supposed to be some kind of mega update for it and I don't want to play it before that comes out, because I don't really remember too much of the Stanley Parable, so I would like to re-experience the entire game all over again from the start with all of the additional content as well. So it's on the cards. No! That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Big Fs indeed. Right by the exit as well. That's really miserable, but also entirely predictable. We make that mistake all too often. All too often. So yeah, Stanley Parable is going to be up there, but that'll be waiting until the new patch drops for that, whenever that may be. Keep me updated on not drinking. Everything should go fine. There's an absolute ton of stuff downstairs that needs to be drunk, but that is mostly left over from New Year's, and I've got willpower. I can leave it there. So far, we're 6 days in. 5, technically, I guess, because of New Year's Day and the fact that we were streaming early in the morning. But it's a start. It's a start, and that's the important thing. Watch the trailer, says Jay. I would thoroughly recommend watching the trailer. Clemmy, if you don't know what the Stanley Parable is, or anyone, if anyone doesn't know what the Stanley Parable is, definitely go and watch it. We'll get round to it one day at some point. Portal as well, the Portal franchise we need to do, because there's also a mod for that coming through at some point. So there's plenty to work with. Is that the trailer? Why's it got slop in the URL? Alright, we got our first flying level of the game, and I loathe these levels. We just got to shoot down the blimps. It's nice and simple, but can get rather tricky, because we got these fighters that are just infinitely spawning. We've got the crates just floating in midair, so we need to kind of destroy the fighters before they kill us, but it doesn't even matter because they'll respawn. We've got ourselves a barrel roll, which I think is technically not a barrel roll. That's like an Aeolian roll or something like that. I don't know much about aviation, but it's all due to the misnomer from Star Fox. Only one, like pretty much the only foot Star Fox put wrong was getting the barrel roll mixed up. But other than that, it's all good. Slowly making our way through the level. We want to try and get all of the crates that are just hanging from these balloons. They do count as a hit if we pop the balloon rather than the crate. And there's our final blimp as well. We'll get onto that in a minute. Should have asked before posting. That's okay, as long as it's nothing nefarious. I can see it's a YouTube link, so it's... Oh, is this the end of everything as we know it? Quite possibly. I think you can use the roll to dodge bullets. However, I don't know this for sure. Maybe we should give it a try. Yeah, it does kind of work. It does kind of work. Okay. So I've got one more crate which I need to get from behind the blimp. And then we can shoot down the last blimp. That's how you do it. Yeah, you got to do the roll as they're shooting. Grab the health kit. Is it doable? Is it doable? He's done it. And then we just need to get the blimp on the way back. Crash Bandicoot is bae. It certainly is. I loved the originals, and these remasters have been absolutely incredible as well. I heard it's pretty fly. And there it is, the new Scyther emote as well being brought up into chat. Tag PR capital SIGH for the exasperated Scyther sigh of bad punmanship. Oh. Eating cookie dough ice cream. Literally digging through the ice cream to find the chunks of cookie dough. When I'm done, it's going to be vanilla ice cream. That's the only way to eat cookie dough ice cream, though, isn't it? Is to try and get out the cookie dough. It's the only way I do it. I have got to allow that message, though. for some reason. Honestly, auto mod is just far too stringent. Far too stringent. I'm so happy we have it. So am I. Thank gosh for all of the support that came out on New Year's. All of those subs and gifts got us there. Cookie dough ice cream, warm cookies, chef's kiss. Is it the word? Yes, that's exactly what it is. Actually, yeah, that's what it was. I think that's technically a slur, but I understood what the word meant. That's the problem. The auto mod doesn't look at the context. See, that was quite clearly supposed to be chunks of cookie dough, but it can be a derogatory term for. I haven't got control. Now I've got control. Can be a derogatory term for people from China. However, it's a very dated term that doesn't really exist in common usage anymore. And to be honest, it's kind of like the only real context the word exists is in the metaphor chinks in the armor, which is when someone's argument's a little bit weak, when they haven't considered all of the facts. You might say, "Oh, or if someone has a weakness that you can exploit, you might go, "Oh, they've got a couple of chinks in their armor." That's about it. All that means is there's just a couple of dents in the armor, or a couple of weak spots. It's not been forged properly. But again, depending on the context, it can also be used as a kind of racial slur. But that's not the context that was in. That was for cookie dough ice cream. Which feels almost an entire world away. So there we go. That's English time with Nick, I guess. We'll have more interesting language facts. What did that seagull do to me? Oh, it's pecking me. Right. We'll have more language facts next time. I hate these levels so much! The controls are just so floaty compared to how they used to be. So I'm... I guess in some context, however, the context I would say is that you're eating cookie dough ice cream with chipped bits of chocolate in it. Chocolate chips, if you will. It's probably the most appropriate way of expressing it, I suppose. I love etymology. It's really, really interesting. It's going to give me a pity checkpoint in a minute. Playing so badly, it's just going to go, you know what? You need a bit of extra help. No, I don't need extra help. I'm good at this game. Believe me, I am. It's just these vehicle levels I just can't do. Because of floaty, difficult controls. It's always appropriate to blame the controller. It's never the streamer's fault, it's always the controller. It's always the game being unfair. We've seen it time and time again, how much Crash Bandicoot cheats in the game when I'm doing well at it. Oh, that seagull's on my box again. Thank you. Horrible water physics. It's terrible. It is. And the thing, when you went up the speed ramps in the original game, it used to kind of anchor you onto going straight up the ramp rather than continuing on at your trajectory. Is she a fish? No, she's a Bandicoot, like Crash is. This is Crash's sister, Coco. But she's riding some kind of miserable, floaty jet ski thing that's just making life unbearable. I think it's fair to say the vehicle sections are the weakest part of this game. I don't believe a single vehicle level in this game is actually that good. I think we said this last time we played, actually. Apart from perhaps the ones where you are on Pura, the tiger. Those ones feel a bit better. Those ones control a little bit more, but I would argue that a tiger isn't a vehicle. And that is why it is exempt from the classification of a vehicle level. Oh, I thought she was his girlfriend. No, this is Crash's sister. Crash's girlfriend, Torna, was in the first game. She was the female Bandicoot that was waiting for us at the end of every bonus level. At least I believe that's Crash's girlfriend. I can't think who else it would be. It's certainly not his mum. At least I hope it's not his mum, given how she was dressed in that game. They look the same to me. They do look very, very similar, and I'm sure that when I first played the first game, because you could get the Torna tokens for the bonus levels, but it also did introduce you to Coco. Or did it introduce you to Coco? I can't remember. But I remember being very confused between Coco and Torna as well whenever I was playing the games. Ugh. The problem is, more than anything, is the turning circle. If the turning was a little bit more nimble, I wouldn't worry so much, because at least I could go back and get boxes that I've missed nice and easily. But the turning circle's not good. Oh god, I've got a horrible image in my head. I think I know the image you got in your head, and I can only apologise. It was not intentional. I see the life down there, and I think we can grab it. Do a trick. How does one sink? Oh, hold the up button. I think holding up makes us sink. That reminds me of my favourite new joke that I heard the other day. Wait, does it? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, does it? Oh, yeah. So, there was a boat off of the coast of Germany. Does Germany have a coastline? Yes. There was a boat off of the coast of Germany, and it got a hole in it. Started going down. So the captain gets onto the radio and goes, "Mayday, mayday! We are sinking! We are sinking!" To which there's a reply on the radio saying, "This is the German Coast Guard. What are you thinking?" Something like that. It's so bad. It's like, "We are sinking! We are sinking! This is the German Coast Guard. What are you thinking?" Something like that. It's a pun on sinking and thinking. It's the way you tell them. No, exclaim sigh doesn't work anymore. We don't need exclaim sigh anymore, because we have our Lord and Egg Saviour's Scyther emotes. Attack PR capital SIGH for the sigh. You wanted a double sigh? No, I removed the sigh command so that we get a little bit of exclusivity around the emote. There you go, yeah. What are you thinking about? That's it. Sam's come in with the punchline, here to save the day. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for the emote as well, everybody. Mad respect to Sam for giving us our brand new pride and joy. Our Lord and Egg Saviour came through. I want a special emote for you now, Sam. Can we have our Lord and Egg Scyther? You make Scyther as an egg? Watched a video yesterday on riddles that sound dirty but isn't. Yeah, we could go for some of that. Oh, dang it. We are sinking, we are sinking. What are you thinking about? Man, oh, it took me a while. It took me a while to get there. So I saw the "Can I offer you one? We'll offer you one in a trying time," and I was like, I know the meme. I know how to piece it together. I just can't quite work it out. But it's okay, I got there. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Or something like that. That was a bit more like Roz from Monsters, Inc. than it was Danny DeVito, wasn't it, really? Can I offer you an egg in it? Actually, no, I feel like that was more like Estelle, Joey's agent from Friends. Hey, Joey, it's Estelle! Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Yeah, egg scyther. Yeah. Can it be done? Tricky, but maybe. Then the problem is on my OBS chat layout, all the emotes look so small. They lose a lot of detail, which is sad, but I love it. It's so good. We struggled on for so long, and finally we now have Scyther. Not only that, but we are like maybe 4 subs away from another emote, but I have absolutely no idea what one we can go for afterwards. We were being so careful. Maybe like a victory emote or something like that would be quite cool, but I have no idea as yet. What's hard and tall when new, and soft and short when old? Hard and tall when new, soft and short when old. I feel like it might be a candle or something like that, maybe? Will we be making January the new April? We will see. Oh, correct! He got it right! Yes! I didn't mean to take away the fun. It was a bit of a stab in the dark, which is ironic, given it was a candle. But why make January the new April when we could have both? We'll have a January and we'll have an April. April's my birthday, and chances are, once again, I'm not going to be allowed out to do anything for it. So we'll have to have a whole new birthday marathon stream right here, right now. Not right here, right now. Right here, right then. I reckon. We will see, though. It's all future plans. I would love to do more marathon streams, though. I had so much fun on New Year's. I'd love to do more. Maybe a more sensible time window. We only kind of went super late for New Year's because... Oh, no, Coco! We had to go super late on New Year's because obviously you need to see in the new year. But marathon, maybe like 11 AM to 11 PM or something like that. That'd be A, infinitely more doable, and B, I would just love to do more marathons. It was great to just spend so long sitting in one place, playing video games, chatting all sorts of nonsense and rubbish, and then of course the phenomenal amount of support that came out as well. That came out during that stream as well. It would be awesome to carry on and do more of that more often. I was thinking about doing one a month, but I feel like that may be stretching things a bit too thin. I do kind of want them to have a degree of occasion about them as well, so we won't necessarily make it one a month. Maybe we'll do that as like a channel point challenge, a community challenge, to spend whatever the target amount of channel points should be. Similar to how we nominated Silver Chains for the game. Everyone can pull their channel points, and then once we hit the target, we'll do another marathon or something like that. Nice. I didn't get the crystal, though. Do I get the crystal automatically? And I missed the freaking gem as well. That's... Marathon stream where we breeze through every sub goal. That would be the dream. To go from affiliate to partner in one stream. Oh, we did get the crystal. That's good. But I flubbed up the gem. Wonderful. Right, well. Let's try again. Tell no tales. Let's have another go. 2 no tales. Tell 2 tales. Tell no... Whatever. New Year's was honestly great. I haven't stayed up that late in ages. That was the point. for me. I was like, I've not done an all-nighter, New Year's or otherwise. I've not done an all-nighter in so long. So long. So I was like, let's do that. Let's do that this New Year's. And obviously it didn't quite come to plan. We were going to go for 12. I only made it to 10, but by that 10th hour, I was seriously flagging, and I just don't think it was entertaining to watch anymore. I was still having fun streaming, but I just think like it was probably everything was kind of getting a little bit flat because it had been 10 hours worth of work, and I hadn't prepared either. Like I hadn't taken a nap during the day or anything like that, so I was knackered. I was slowing down, and that's just not too entertaining to watch. So we knocked it on the head a little bit early, but definitely proved that it was doable. You know, I'd love to do it again. So we shall see. Sam wasn't able to make it, but he was most definitely here in spirit. Most definitely. Everyone's here in spirit. Everyone's here in spirit, whether when they're not here. We channel everybody's energy. Ironically, isn't Silver Chains another game you have to finish? Yes, it is. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, that is also very much on our to finish list, and I think the next part of Silver Chains I've got slated up for Saturday. So we will be carrying it onwards. I kind of want it done with sooner rather than later, so I haven't got it hanging over me. Because damn, that game, it definitely got me good a couple of times. There was one, I think there was one or two solid jump scares from the game, and then there were the streamers that fell down behind me that we watched at the start of the stream. Did a banging job. Thank you. We were getting ready to go to bed at that time, so when you said you were finishing at 5, we were thankful. 10 out of 10 for all 10 hours. It's very kind. I like the idea that me and Sean have been getting ready for bed, and then I go, you know what? I think 10 hours is the limit. And then both of them will have just gone, oh, thank God. Oh, couldn't do it anymore. Thank God he stopped finding things to talk about. I tell you what, my voice didn't half creak the next day though. Oh, I was raspy. Which is probably a combination of the alcohol and talking for 10 hours straight. But you know what? I've had such a blast. We'll definitely do more and more of that in the future. Ah, we swerved it. Nice. We've got to go around again though. That's exactly what happened. Oh! How did that still get us? We sank underneath the ball. Don't do it. Nice. Okay, we got everything. I very much enjoyed Sean's hijack of your Instagram earlier, Nay, as well. Having said that, I would have done a hell of a lot worse at Inspector Calls than you did. 5 out of 6 is a good score. I don't remember the play all that well. I did go and see it live in 2019, because that was the last time everybody was allowed to the theatre. And it was really, really good. However, it was spoilt by a lot of school kids. I forgot that it was a school play. Not a school play, it was a play that you study in school. And so there was loads of what I'm assuming were year 10 drama students who just couldn't keep quiet throughout it. Or you know, like maybe like year 8, year 9 English students or something that just couldn't keep quiet and had no respect for the theatre, and it really wound me up. Oh no! Same thing. You go into Spelunky and you're like, we may be able to carry on. No. When we started Spelunky, I kind of knew that that was the beginning of the end, because Spelunky 2 is a phenomenally difficult game. And so to take that on after 10 hours of streaming when you are also kind of inebriated, that was only destined to fail. I'd be well up for more GeoGuessr though. I had really good fun with GeoGuessr. And it looks like some of the feedback from that was quite positive as well. Me and Mum had a good laugh about the streamers. Oh, and the streamers, right? So I put them up, and I was like, they're going to fall down at some point. They're going to fall down. And I was sort of thinking to myself, they're probably going to fall down during Silver Chains. But we were doing well. And then they just went. And it was such a perfectly positioned moment because the cupboards were creaking and it was a little bit unnerving. And then as it landed on my shoulder, it genuinely felt like some kind of ghostly, ethereal spirit had kind of rested their bony hand on my shoulder. Because of the streamers all being in tatters and they just flopped so gracefully over my shoulder. It felt like what I imagine being touched by a spirit feels like. And that is why I reacted in the way that I did. It was horrifying. Just missed the run. Yeah, there were a lot of kids, but the thing, there was just too many for them to control. There was so many kids there at once. It was never going to happen. The play itself was brilliant. It's just that it was a struggle to try and watch because we had kids who brought in their own McDonald's to the theatre. I was like, I don't know how they smuggled it in, but that is disrespectful. I know theatres charge a lot for their snacks, but smuggling in McDonald's, that's disrespectful. The streamers were a highlight of 2020 for sure. You know, on the one hand, that's a really pleasant compliment, and I am grateful for that. But on the other hand, it didn't have much competition in 2020. There weren't that many highlights from the year. Poor etiquette. It's so bad. Took 42 Year 11s to the theatre last January, and a member of the public told me how well behaved she thought they would be. That's got to be quite nice. That's got to be a nice little pat on the back for you. That you can then pass on to the kids if you want. Give them a couple of merits, you know. We're just going to go and play Apex with Josh. No problem. Have a wonderful evening. And maybe we'll come by and say hello afterwards. Good night. See you in a bit. Have fun. We will. It's lovely. We put it in the family newsletter. Aww. Yeah, GeoGuessr was good fun. I've learned that we're no good at the battle royale mode. We can't guess under pressure, but the kind of free play mode, I had a lot of fun with, and there was a lot of engagement with it as well. And it's a game that anyone can play, as was evidenced on that stream. You know, everyone can just kind of chip in and go, actually, I think this is Venezuela, and, well, actually, no, this could be the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's like, oh, really? Well, I thought it was Thailand. So, I'll definitely be down for more GeoGuessr in future. Maybe some collabs with GeoGuessr as well. Because you can play head-to-head as well. Jay and I have played GeoGuessr against each other a couple of times. So we might be able to do that on stream as well and have like a head-to-head collab on GeoGuessr one day. Brain has never worked so hard, so early in the morning. It was tough, but so good. There was a talking of GeoGuessr, I had an idea for a really great, what I thought would be a really great stream idea, but turns out you're not able to. I was checking the website's terms of use, and the website said I was not allowed to use any content on the website for commercial benefit, and seeing as how I can kind of make a bit of money through Twitch these days, it's kind of counts as a commercial benefit. But anyway, I was watching this morning, yesterday morning, I was watching This Morning. Stick with it. For those who don't know, This Morning is a morning program here in the UK that is like a magazine show, so it does all sorts of features, news reports, product reviews, cooking segments, heaps of stuff. And there was a website that was featured on it called Window Swap. And what this website does is it basically the premise of it is that you can upload footage from outside a window, and then other people can just watch that footage that you've recorded. And I thought that seemed like such a cool idea for a stream, just for like a chill chatting stream, just to have like 10 minutes of a view out of someone's window who lives in like near the African Serengeti, so you can see out over the plains, and then there's animals walking past, and then after a little while you go, let's find a new window now, and then it's looking out over a lush Hawaiian jungle or something like that. It seemed like a really cool and chill way to just have something on in the background while we're streaming and talking, but I don't think I'm allowed to use it for stream content. But it seemed like such a cool idea. And I may, like, just while I'm kind of doing stuff casually in my own time, just sort of have it open on my other monitor, just so I can look over every now and then and see sort of someone else's view. Like, they're not live feeds from people's windows, they're just videos that have been recorded out of their window. I haven't got a particularly good view out of mine, so I won't be putting any content on the site. But I don't know, it just seemed like a... You know, you can find those videos, those like 3-hour-long videos of drone shots flying over forests and valleys and stuff. It felt like a variation of that, and a similar way to just kind of unwind, relax, and just be chill. But alas, we can't do it. Unless I see someone else doing it. If I see someone else doing it, then I'll do it. But that's not going to be the case for the time being. I hope the audio's alright as well, by the way. I had to tweak some settings for a little side project I was working on. So I hope that the game audio is still nicely balanced. Posture check. I can do one of them. Ugh. We're jumping around on tangents a little bit here, but going back to when we were talking about silver chains and that jump scare, I was in bed last night and the number plate... There it is. The number plate fell off the wall. So I was just laying in bed, minding my own business, and then just clang! Scared the life out of me. Not good. Need some stronger blue tack. Technically, I shouldn't be using blue tack anyway. Technically, I shouldn't be sticking stuff to the walls. I should be using those command strips, you know. But I had blue tack. I'm not going to go out and spend money on command strips, especially because I'm fairly sure shops that sell command strips are no longer allowed to be open. No more nails. Problem is, I do kind of need that stuff to come back off of the walls after I'm finished living here. Having said that, no more nails just implies that you won't need to keep sticking stuff up. It doesn't say anything about not being able to remove it again. However, the implication is that I won't be able to take it back off of the wall. Oh no, he did it wrong! And now he's got to waste his mask. Oh, damn. May as well do it in style. Jumping back to what I was saying about window swap. It's an interesting way to kind of... Okay, glad that worked. It's an interesting way to just kind of spend your time. I haven't done it for a while, but I used to have like a live feed from security, from like CCTV traffic cams from near to where I used to live in Canada. And that was really kind of interesting. Like, I just have it... It was mostly for the scenery, because it had some fantastic mountain scenery in the background. Oh. Oops. It had some fantastic mountain scenery in the background, and the weather, it was just nice and snowy. So I'd kind of have that. on the other monitor, just to kind of, just as a sort of relaxing thing to have there, you know. Definitely think there's something in it. It just kind of transports you away a little bit, and I think everyone needs a little bit of transporting away right now. The audacity that TV channels are still allowed to be displaying adverts for holidays and flights, it blows my mind. How? I mean, I guess realistically there's nothing that can be done to stop them. You know, it's a free country, advertising is unregulated. Well, it's regulated but not state-owned, at least in theory. So I guess there's nothing that can be done about it, but at the same time it feels a bit like rubbing salt into the wound and then squeezing some lemon juice on it, you know what I mean? No one can go anywhere within their own country, never mind having adverts on for going on holiday. Because that's what everybody wants right now. Everyone wants to go on holiday, and no one's allowed. There's one, right? There's one TV ad for holidays or flights or something like that, where it says, words to the effect of, "The vaccine's coming, book your flights now." I'm like, can they say that? Like, there's nothing other than the fact that they are kind of rolling, that they are rolling the vaccine out. It feels a bit like they're jumping the gun a little bit. You know, whilst it's been through clinical tests and stuff like that, otherwise it wouldn't have been approved, it's not been in the public domain for that long. And it feels a bit irresponsible of whatever company it is to be endgaming so vehemently. For this company to basically be acting as the medical advisory board and going, "Don't worry, the vaccine's right here, right now, and it's good to go. Book your holiday because it's fine." I feel like there should be a little bit more of a regulation with regards to that ad. Certainly, that advertisement feels a little bit sketchy, you know. Claim he's playing Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, I am in two minds about. I've never played it. It looks like a fantastic game. Like, it looks so charming and beautiful. Maybe that would be a great game for stream. Stardew Valley. Because we can all have a little bit of an input on how our farm runs and all that sort of stuff. I think Stardew Valley might be a good option one day. Again, like I said earlier, there's so many games that are on the dock right now that I can't be doing it. I can add it to the list. Let me do that so I don't forget. I've got a few games that I need to add to this list. God, the power of being lanky. Love it. The list is actually kind of out of date. I need to spend a bit of time updating this. There we go. So, n.sane Trilogy we're playing. Reignited we're playing. I got Captain Claw on someone's recommendation. We got all the Zeldas, Far Cry, the Tomb Raiders, Hollow Knight is there as well. Battle Block came through. Let me put Stardew on there. Because the thing about Stardew, right, is, I don't know, you're right, it is very, very chill. It's a very, very chill game. And I think it would make a nice little kind of relaxing stream for us. Having said that as well, I have also had feedback that people want me to play a hell of a lot more horror games as well, because, I don't know, apparently people enjoy my reactions to them. So we may have to get to a point where we're having to start dedicating days to certain games, which is by no means a problem, given the fact that the UK is now back in total lockdown. I am now not going anywhere and not doing anything even harder than I was before. I'm going to even fewer places and doing even less. So I can literally do like a daytime stream and an evening stream. It's not a downside, but the only sort of thing I need to think about that is I do still need to have like a little bit of self-care time outside. You know, maybe going for a walk, or, you know, actually doing some food, you know, eating, all that sort of stuff. Playing it on stream as a co-op with my friend Simi. Oh yeah, Simi's been through a couple of times. Yeah. Such cute stories, and you can romance ladies. I currently have my eye on a lovely lady called Leah. Well, best of luck in trying to secure Leah's heart. If there's one good sign that I can give you, it's that an old primary school friend of mine called Leah got married last year. So it can happen. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to... quite how that's supposed to do anything, but it can happen. It can happen. I'm here for that. More spooks. No, you're not supposed to... I mean, what I will say is about all of the horror games that I have played is that although they are terrifying and I don't really like playing them in the moment, they are good games. And it got to the end of that Silver Chains stream, and indeed as it got to the end of all the Layers of Fear streams as well, and I was like, I hated playing the game, but no, I hated the experience of playing the game because it was scary. However, I enjoyed the game. And so maybe there's room for that. I've already had a request for Outlast, which, I mean, we've got to come round to, I suppose. It's one of the iconic horror games of the modern age. But I'm certainly not looking forward to it. Is Leah the artist? For some reason, the neighborhood drunk likes you. Ooh. So Stardew Valley will add. That's on the list. There's plenty. There's loads and loads of time for it. If the UK is going to be in total lockdown till at least February, probably even longer, let's be honest, chances are that I'm going to have to really kind of consider trying to look into making this a full-time job, which is no way possible right now. But if I'm going to be unable to go to work for the foreseeable future, I may as well stay right here and do this. So we should stream a lot more frequently, and we should maybe diversify the stuff that we are streaming. And also probably pick up some stuff that's open-ended as well, so that there's never any... we don't ever run out of anything to play. You know, I think the current... Oh, he drowned and lost both of the masks. Wonderful. I think the current projection is that by mid-February, restrictions will be lifted a little bit and everyone will be able to enjoy their lives a bit. However, the UK, I think, is going to be stuck in this state for a very long time. For the second year in a row, my birthday is going to get sidelined. My mum did say the other day, "Is like, on the upside, at least my sister is going to suffer like the rest of us and not get a birthday because she's in February. She's a February baby, so she got to go out for her birthday last year, whereas myself and my dad are April and my mum is July. So we didn't get to go anywhere or do anything. We stayed indoors, and I don't know. I think we had like a special home cooked dinner or something we don't really have all that often. But that was about it. We couldn't even go out for dinner. Oh no! Wait, we did go out for it. We went out for a curry. Probably around mid-July, I think. Actually, no. So we went out for a curry. It would have been more into the autumn, maybe around September, because we didn't get the dine-out discount when we went out for dinner. Something like that. I don't know. Last year's all a blur, and we're not here to remember last year. The past is the past, and that's clear to see. The present is now, and it's a gift to treasure for eternity. Something like that. I tried to make a poem in the vein of the live, laugh, love kind of attitude. I don't think it went off all that well, but yeah, as is very often the case, you know what I was aiming for. I like a horror game with a good story to it, and LaserFear and Silver Chain seem to both have a good story. They do both have a good story. They do seem rather similar in certain respects as well. However, I'm understanding the story of Silver Chains a lot more than I am with Layers of Fear, but I think that's partly because I didn't find all of the story pieces for Layers of Fear, whereas although there's been a degree of exploration for Silver Chains, it has also been relatively linear. You need to find each bit to move on, and there aren't many bits to find. Because Layers of Fear was the same, you do need to find each bit to move on, you needed to find each bit of the painting, but there was a lot of stuff to do between the safe room and finding the bit of the painting. Whereas there doesn't seem to be a lot of opportunity to deviate from the path in Silver Chains, and if there is an opportunity to deviate from the path, it doesn't go for that long. You then find yourself back on the main plot threads relatively quickly. Working from the end of June till July. Ooh, so was that literally a month before? Was that before Sweden got shut down? Did Sweden go into a lockdown? I'm rather unaware of how other countries around the world have been coping. I know New Zealand managed to pretty much nail it on the head, squashed it right out. And I know that America's had a pretty hard time of it, but that's about it. Never went into lockdown, they just trusted us to do the right thing. See, that's also what the UK government did. The UK government trusted the population of the UK to do the right thing, but the sad fact is the majority of the UK population are idiots. And if there's one thing the British public should not be allowed to do, it's they should not be allowed to think for themselves. A lot of the time. And, you know, I feel like that might be a bit of a controversial thing to say. There might be a few people now who are like, unfollow, unsub, block, delete, ban, report. But it's true. It's true. There was a virus that got into the country at the start of the year, and our leaders and government went, we know it's here, we know it's dangerous, just be sensible, you know, don't go around coughing on people and all that kind of, just don't do that, you know. In fact, I'm fairly sure it's a direct quote. I'm fairly sure our esteemed and noble Premier went on TV was on national TV and was like, we trust the common sense of the great British public. I was like, don't trust the common sense of the great British public? The great British public are idiots. They should not be allowed to make decisions. Have you seen the kind of decisions the great British public have made over the last 6 years? So remember this from Crash 2. It is, of course, our customary engine fight. Some of the best fights in the Crash universe. Because they are just so cool, so inventive. And so fun. We just gotta not get hit, but do a lot of hitting. And also, this was a fairly unique take as well on the fight. I remember Engine from Crash 2, we just stood on the platform and threw apples at him. Whereas this one takes us to space, no less, for a showdown. And we're doing good. Might be going into lockdown in February. Honestly, like, it's the best thing. Okay, I've been all for a total shutdown of the country for at least 6 months, and it's just not happened. And as a result of it not happening, it's, you know, we've got one of the worst death tolls in Europe. It sucks. I'm glad to see that people agree with me that the British public are idiots. And you know what? Don't think I'm being high and mighty. I could. Whoa, hang on a minute. Purra's coming in with an ion cannon. Oh no, I don't want to skip. Oh, mind you though, look at Engine. He's got himself another one as well. Alright, come on, Purra. We got this. There seems to be a wall blocking. Okay, we figured it out though. Okay, I think we're getting there. If Boaty McBoatface was anything to go by. Boaty McBoatface was funny. Like, in the grand scheme of things, the name of a scientific research vessel doesn't mean that much. I mean, I agree, it definitely should have been an Omen. But, like, that one's allowed to be a bit daft. That's fine. But when it comes to the UK making decisions about its future, don't let the UK decide that. The public aren't ready to be facing decisions like that. Humans are idiots. True. Let's make it so that I don't upset my entire country. The human population is idiots. Why upset one person when you can upset the entire world? Everyone's an idiot. And that I'm not saying, you know, don't think that I'm sitting here thinking I'm high and mighty. I am sure that I'm an idiot. I include myself in that. I'm an idiot. At times, everybody is. But I can stay indoors when there's a potentially world-ending virus on the loose.
It's funny how history repeats itself. Yet again, Engine has failed to...
Clemmy, I am definitely an idiot. Wearing the badge loud and proud. That's the way we do it.
Oh, my aching head.
That's the way. It's important to be proud of your idiocy.
So the end is
It certainly is here in the UK anyway, because you can't be proud of your heritage. Wait, no, we're veering off into an area we don't want to really go in now. When I say you don't want to be proud of your heritage, like, the UK's not done a great deal to be proud of over the last couple of years. That's where we're going to end it, because we're verging into territory that I don't particularly want to go into. So we'll move on to happier climes. What's everybody had for their most recent meal? Food's always a good topic to go to. Whether it be breakfast, lunch or dinner, what was your most recent meal? I had granola for lunch today. Granola with yogurt. And it was pretty nice. Followed off with a granola bar. Trying to be healthy. I went out and did a food shop unlike anything else I've ever... I didn't actually check out the controls for the bazooka. Found it. So the bazooka, we just kind of glossed over this, lets us shoot apples at no cost to our apples and destroy enemies, crates, you name it. It's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful thing. Clemmy's that spaghetti bolognese. Beautiful, beautiful shout. As is KFC. Did you try the gravy burger that was a thing? I don't know if this was prevalent in the rest of the world at all, but over the holiday season this year in the UK, KFC released what they were calling a gravy burger, which was, from what I can gather, it was basically a chicken burger with a Yorkshire pudding in it and boatloads of gravy to the point where it's just impractical to eat. I didn't get to try it, but it seemed like a travesty of culinary. It was just a culinary insult. That and the TV ads were quite disgusting. It was just this burger and just having gravy just pour on it endlessly. Like, no. Sup? Not sure how long we'll be here for because we're cooking dinner. Oh, we're discussing dinner. Thinking about getting the new Crash. How are you finding this? It plays pretty much exactly like the old ones did. My only complaint is that the vehicle levels in this game are atrocious. But they were kind of bad in the original as well. So, other than that, the n.sane trilogy is incredible. And as soon as I am able to, I will be getting Crash 4 as well and playing through that. Well, it did not have tried the... Oh, the gravy nays. Yeah, forgot about that. Another kind of culinary heresy. What was the gravy nays like? For anyone unsure, gravy flavored mayonnaise. That's about it. It never occurred to me to use the bazooka there. That's why people come to the Attack Productions Twitch channel for pro gamer trats and strips. Pro gamer strats and tips is where I was going. For all your skeet lils, give me a follow. Surprisingly not that bad. Okay. I am not a big mayonnaise person anyway, so maybe that's what dissuades me from it. Because from what I understand as well, there's also a huge degree of undeserved popularity around Nando's Piri-naise, which is piri-piri sauce in mayonnaise. And you know what? It's not for me. It's not for me, chat. I am happy. My condiment of choice is 9 times out of 10 ketchup. It doesn't need to be anything else. Mayonnaise is just weird and oily. I don't mind it if it's disguised with other foodstuffs, and I'm like that with a lot of things. So like in a burger, I don't necessarily mind mayonnaise because it's covered up by like the beef, normally another kind of sauce as well, cheese, bacon, you know, all that kind of good stuff. The salad. So mayo I'm not too upset by as long as it's disguised by everything else. But I don't understand the need to... If you need to add if you have mayonnaise and you need to be adding piri-piri sauce or gravy to it to make it taste nice, then mayonnaise itself just isn't nice. Peronaise is lovely. They do garlic peronaise as well. See, when does it end? When does it end? Excuse me. Just gonna channel my inner NL for a moment. Excuse me, streamer. You seem to be forgetting barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. Look, I said ketchup is my go-to. However, I will also take barbecue sauce before I would take mayonnaise voluntarily. Mustard sits right at the bottom. I can do without mustard. Any day of the week. Anything with garlic in it is a winner for me. But barbecue sauce is great. See, for my sins, I've never had the garlic dip that comes with pizza. And it's right there. Everyone raves about it. Well, just it doesn't really float my boat, you know? Tommy K all day. Who's he? It's alright, don't worry. I know what's going on. This tomato ketchup. I'm there, don't worry. Tomato ketchup. Tomato ketchup. Buenos días, mi amor. Tommy ketchup. This is why people hate the English. Tuna mayo and egg mayo are two of my favourite sandwich fillings. Well, tuna mayo I could stretch to. Egg mayo is a whole heap of no thanks. Sandwich fillings, though. Do you know what? Right? This is not gonna work for everybody, right? But a turkey sandwich with stuffing in it, very good, very good. Bacon sandwich as well is obviously unbeatable. Anyone who has it with brown sauce is, well, I mean, they're the ones who have to live with themselves. But you know, I would like to try and do my bit. I've got a platform here on Twitch, and I feel like it would be remiss of me to not at least try and convince those people of the fault in their logic. You're your own person, you can make your own choices, and if brown sauce is one of those choices, I won't respect you for it, but that's your choice. You know what is good as like a dip or a condiment or whatever is like sweet chili or teriyaki. So good. I have a newfound respect for teriyaki after the other day I had Japanese food and it was some of the best food I've ever eaten. See what I was saying? The vehicle levels suck. But if you can look past that, then the n.sane trilogy is truly special. And of course it comes bundled with the level that started it all, Future Tense. The first new Crash level that was ever made. So I'm quite looking forward to playing that. Oh, we rode his bonnet right there. Nice. Bacon, egg, hash brown sandwich. Is that just an egg McMuffin? Bacon and egg McMuffin from McDonald's? Because you know for a fact you get the hash brown on the side and you put it in the McMuffin yourself. It's the only way to do that. I didn't really want to boost there, but thankfully the terrain helped me out with that. Ham and cucumber. Ham and cucumber's a classic. Undisputed classic. But it just reminds me of school pack lunch. And ham and cucumber sandwiches have a very specific taste when they've been in a lunchbox. Because the cucumber is like seeped into the bread and made it all wet and horrible. And it's got a weird taste and smell on it. Fish finger sandwich. I could get behind. Brown is king. Well, whatever. We've got a lot of history, Jay. I'm not gonna end our friendship over it, but it's fine. I love you anyway. Speaking of which, talk to you later. Teriyaki chicken is almost done. What a guess. How did I know you were on teriyaki chicken? I didn't. But it at least looks like I did. I went food shopping yesterday and have done possibly one of the healthiest food shops in my life. Or I'm going to be having some of the healthiest meals I think I've ever had in my life. Just take me back to the warp room. We'll start again. So what I've got planned is I've got what has become my new favourite dish, a kind of chorizo paella kind of dish. It's absolutely beautiful. So, so good. I have got what else did I have lined up? I think I was also going to use the chorizo for a risotto as well. So I got those two. Stuffed peppers with beef mince and some cheese on top. Oh, I'm going to eat so well. So, so well. That is pretty much it. I have bought enough food to do 3 meals, but those 3 meals will last me for about a week. Also got some wraps as well, so any of the mince that's left over from the peppers, I can then just kind of make a burrito out of. I've got some rice, so I can just sort myself out with some burritos afterwards. It's all about taking the ingredients for one meal and being able to make 2 or 3 different meals out of those ingredients and being able to make those meals stretch for more than one meal. And I'm very, very good at it. Mostly because I don't tend to eat more than twice a day. But also because I think I'm just good. I am seeing their chat messages going past. I will read them as soon as the race is done here. Because things are kind of going relatively smoothly. I know what you're thinking. He had to say it. But this could be a win. Whoa. Just clipped the bumper, but it don't matter. We made it. Going to take the speed boost just to try and get a little bit further ahead because we need to make it to first so that I can get the crystal for the level. We're doing well on boxes. We only need 6 more. We could stand to get both in one attempt. Oh, at least... Whoa, he did it! Did I get them all? I don't know if I got them all. I got them all! I got them all! Yeah, this is what we need the next emote for, is a hype emote, for sure. Oof. 6 bits, thank you very much indeed. I made my own teriyaki a few times, delicious. Did honey chili pork a few nights ago. Some good like Japanese or Chinese food is next on my menu. What I've noticed is that most of my cooking tends to be sort of Spanish or Mediterranean, but I would like to kind of move into sort of Asian foods as well. And another 5 from Sean as well. Thank you very much. Because they're generally a bit sweeter, and I've got a real sweet tooth. They're quite nice. If you want to get into cooking, the Pinch of Nom recipe books are fantastic. Are they your recipe books by any chance, Nay? You didn't say you'd written some recipe books. All slimming and healthy inspired, but in the best way possible. That's what I like. Healthy eating. I'll put my teeth back in. Healthy eating doesn't need to be boring. New things to buy: melon seeds, tomato seeds, blueberry seeds, pepper seeds, wheat seeds, radish seeds, poppy, spangle, and sunflowers. Oh, on Stardew. I thought you were talking about IRL. Oh, Crash. Shameless self-plug. Wait, have you actually? No, have you actually written a cookbook? It's incredible if so. I also feel bad that I didn't know. Just send me the pork recipe though, I'll look forward to it. Oh, no. Sean was winding me up. Oh, we made it! Sorry. No, that's alright. I probably should have known. I feel like that's something I would have known if she had. I would love to say yes, but no. Well, no better time to start. Everyone has a cookbook out these days. Incidentally, guys, if you'd like to, I've got a cookbook out. It's called Cooking with Tack. 604 ways to use the tat in your kitchen. All sorts of fantastic recipes in there. One of my specialties is one-pot meals. So, for instance, what you do is you take some rice, boil it in a saucepan, drain it once it's cooked, and then in the same pan you then add a tin of your favourite curry, which you can buy from most supermarkets, and then once the curry has cooked, you then just pour the rice in and stir it and then pour it all out onto a plate. Job done. You've saved yourself the washing up. Congratulations. As much as I like cooking, a lot of my food is very student focused. Mostly because it's easy. I haven't had super noodles in a very long time. That's like the definitive student food, I think. A friend of mine has Snoop Dogg does not have a cookbook. Does he? Oh, the first thing that comes up is Snoop Dogg Just Eat, because he's the face of the advert. Oh, wow, it is! He has got one. Shut the front door. Look at that. Who knew? What's it called? Snoop Dogg Cookbook. From Crook to Cook. Platinum recipes from the Boss Dog. That's on Amazon. Let's go Waterstones. What? Platinum recipes from the Boss Dog's kitchen. You've seen Snoop work his culinary magic on VH1's Emmy-nominated Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party, and now the dog's up in your kitchen with his first cookbook. Delivering 50 recipes straight from his own collection, Snoop's cookbook features OG staples like baked mac and cheese and fried bologna sandwiches with chips, and new takes on classic weeknight faves, like soft flour tacos, easy orange chicken, and it doesn't stop there. I made that bit up because what it does say is, and it don't stop! Snoop's giving a taste of the high life with remixes on upper echelon fare, such as lobster thermidor and filet mignon. But we gotta keep it G with those favourite munchies too, you know. From chewy starbursts to those glorious Frito barbecue twists, you should have an arsenal of snacks that'll satisfy, and of course no party's complete without that gin and juice and other platinum ways to entertain. The Dogfather's got you covered, complete with epic stories and behind-the-scenes photos that brings this masterpiece to life. I can't do an impression of Snoop Dogg, so I'm just gonna speak like him in my voice. You know it's blazing up in my kitchen. I'm taking the cookbook game higher with a dipped and whipped collection of my favourite recipes. Ya dig? Indeed I do, Snoop. Indeed I do. Recently ordered a swarming basket. We're going to attempt bao bun. Bao buns are one of the best foods ever, in my opinion. Steamed bao buns are incredible. You get like some hoisin duck. Also, who did that? What? Oh, clipped and whipped. Thank you. Yeah, with like a steamed buns with like a hoisin duck, crispy hoisin duck, some like grated carrot, peanuts, toasted peanuts. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. When I was 7, my mother and I went for a long walks out in the countryside. Just tell us the recipe. In America, he had a cooking show along with the famous American cooks. Steamed hams. Adds to basket. More like streamed hams. Heyo. You know what? You can have one for that, Jay. You can have one of them. What a wordsmith. I meant steaming basket. Let's get back. Let's get back. It's been a while since we've had an internet diversion, so we may as well spend it on a advert for Snoop Dogg's cookbook. Not sponsored, by the way. However, Snoop, if you want someone to endorse your cookbook, look no further than me. Your message of digging in your kitchen or whatever it was really resonates with me, and I would really look forward to working with you. Should you require someone to endorse your cookbook? From Dog's Kitchen to the Kennel, or whatever it was called. I got you. Did somebody say cookbook? Yeah, I mean, popping. I can't rap. I can't do a parody of Snoop Dogg's Just Eat advertising campaign. Unfortunately. So this is one you do with the bazooka, which I think I've been woefully neglecting here. Love a tangent. So do I. Not as much as a radius, but I do love a tangent. That's one for the maths nerds. 23. Where am I missing some crates? Oh, right here. I don't trust the fact that there will be a nitro crate exploder on the level. Now we've got the bazooka, the game wants us to use it. Similarly, now we've got a Scyther emote, the streamer wants you to use it. We're going to get some full use out of it. That emote's going to be worn thin by the end of the stream. Like, you know when you have an old toy, you leave it out in the sun, the colour fades on it? That's what that emote's going to look like after one stream. Oh, I'm going to miss that crate right there. Sure enough, it looks like I was correct in my assumption that there would not be a nitro detonation crate on this level. So I am very glad that we went back to double check the nitro crate, and we fall right at the end again! That's twice in this stream that I can recall. Getting hasty. There's no need to be hasty. Was that a Disney song? Something like that. Something like that from Aladdin, right? Which was apt given the level theme that we was on. It's like Street Rat, isn't it, from that song? It's something like that. It's from Aladdin. I'm sure it's Street Rat. And now I'm thinking about it, I don't actually think that the song mentions the word hasty. I feel like it's when he's trying to steal bread or something, and he goes like, just a little hasty,
Coco,
or something like that. I don't know.
It is not only Dr. Cortex that we battle. Beware of Uka Uka, my children. He is a far more dangerous enemy than anyone can imagine.
Thanks, Aku Aku. Why does Aku Aku call Crash and Coco his children? I think it's... obviously it's like a term of endearment rather than you are my lifeblood. But it just seems weird. Oh, I mean, also I guess it's kind of apt as well because, you know, gotta have wood to make children. I'm sorry, that was a puerile joke. I'm sorry, that was puerile. We shouldn't have gone there. No, Tenacious D. Let's not be too hasty. Yeah, right? Was that it? What's Tenacious D? I know what Tenacious D is. I know who they are, but... is it... What, to the tune of that bit from Aladdin? Check this riff is God. No, it doesn't fit. There's too many syllables. Check this riff, it's tasty. Da 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 ba 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 da 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 la boo ba ba da 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 da. Something like that. The end of that kind of turned into the Cantina Band's song. Anyway, we're trying for the Death Root gem in this level, which is why I came out of the level to come back into it. We need to make it to the platform without dying. So any death before we make it to the platform is no good. Still, I think he's rather tasty. Are we getting wires crossed now? Who's tasty? Jack Black? Or are you talking about Kyle? Or Aladdin? What? Or is that the lyric from the song? Still, I think he's rather tasty. I want to watch Pick a Destiny now. No one's stopping you, my friend. Go for it. That's a quote from the Aladdin song. Oh, right. I think we got like 3 different conversations going on at once now. It's the way I like it. It's like those really clever comedy sketches where they're asking one question, but the answer takes care of a question that was answered. That was asked somewhere else. You know the ones I mean. I would marry Jack Black though. The flickadoo, the lari, alada, flickadoo, flickadoo. Tribute's a great song. It is pretty much the only Tenacious D song that I know. I haven't listened to any of their others. I know. I keep saying these kinds of things. I just haven't done all of the popular stuff. I've not listened to Tenacious D or watched Lord of the Rings or tried the garlic and herb dip from Domino's. Oops. Slipped. What? I know. Unfollow. Unsub. Sacrilege. Definitely getting too hasty now, as has already been alluded to. That's the thing. That's what that Psy emote is so genius about. Or so genius about that Psy emote is that it doesn't just have to be used for bad puns. It can just be used when I disappoint people in general. You know, it seemed like a great joke, and then I said it out loud, and all of a sudden it hurt. Oh, a metal checkpoint crate. We like to see it. Oh! We don't like to see that, though. But it's okay, because we got the checkpoint. Literally 20 seconds beforehand. Not even. That's how you do it. This is intense, this music. I knew one was coming. There we go. Green gem, get. Off we go. Got to carry the dog food up. Not a problem, Clemmy. We don't need to carry on now. We can... Well, I think we may need to... Oh, we may need to clear the level, but I don't think we need to worry about... Oh, I've got to start back. Can I just quit? Will it count the gem as being got? Speedrun strats? You know you want it. Give it to me. Go on. It's gonna do it. Oh, you've actually got to beat the level? Well, I can't say I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm a little upset. Alright, let's try again then. Let's try again. With a little bit more success. Poor form, I know. The original Crash 3 would have let me do it. Game developers just exist to screw over speedrunners now. Not 100% true. But it certainly doesn't make life any easier for them. Not that I am a speedrunner, as that much is evident. Yet. Maybe one day. Maybe we'll have another go at a Crash 2 speedrun one day. One that I can actually do now I've got a controller that works and have gotten into the swing of how the physics of the game works. Or at the very least, have a good attempt at a deathless run. Because the first attempts we had were pretty woeful. I think we can do better. I know we can do better. And having the confidence to know you can do better, well, that's half the battle. And I'm back. Good, welcome back. So it feels like a bit of a redundant question, but I'm going to ask it anyway, because you never know. Anyone got any plans for the rest of this week? Excuse me? Sorry, ref. Can I have a replay? That sucks. I just realised we've got like an hour and a half left, and we're almost done with the crystals. I don't think we'll be finished this stream. I think there's still a lot of groundwork to do with regard to gems, especially if I keep playing in this way. But we could be well on the way. Once Crash is done, that makes room for ukulele, I reckon. Get ukulele up and finished as well. Ukulele is going to take us quite a while, I think. I watched the VOD back for the 2 hours we spent on the New Year's stream, and I did nothing on that stream. I wandered around in a confused daze for 2 hours. And I have a feeling that that is going to be true to type for the entire ukulele stream. Jay's working. Man. Yeah, days or nights? Oh, true, I did meet Trouser the Snake. That is true. Is that the only thing I met Trouser the Snake and raced a cloud. That's literally the only stuff I can remember from ukulele. Oh, and that the boat was called Batship Crazy. I feel like that is it. Alright, let's do this again. This time we won't quit out of the level. Like some kind of speedrunning cheater. We will play it to its end. I mean, I guess, saying that sentence out loud, I guess a speedrunning cheater is the only kind of cheater. Do you get slow walking cheaters? Probably when they're stalking their prey, I suppose. But otherwise, speedrunning cheaters are the only ones. Look at that! First time that time. Noob. C'est moi? How very dare you? See, why could it not be that easy? I mean, it was that easy. What I mean is, why could it not be that easy all the time? Because then there's no challenge. And if there's no challenge, there's no satisfaction. At least that's what they say. They'll be like, you know what, just give me an easy ride any day. Be very grateful if no one could take any of that sentence out of context. It was quite a long one, and it definitely touched upon some areas that it didn't need to. Everyone likes an innuendo though, right? Especially when there's 2 or 3 of them consecutively. I feel like that's mostly my brand. Innuendo, puns, and poor gameplay. I just like people to know what they're going to get when they come here. Alright, done it. That needs to be the new bio. Innuendo, puns, and bad gameplay. Just so you know what you're in for when you come here. Cool. Can I get to the bonus warp room yet? No. That was to change into Coco. No. What was this? Ah. Future tense. The bonus level that we don't want to play yet until the end. Gotcha. I now have 4 hearts. Ooh. How many do you need before you're under the table with Leah? I don't think that was supposed to sound how it came out. Under the table is a phrase for being close with someone. Get your legs under the table. Sometimes I feel like I should just do silent streams. Because I just talk and say things that really don't paint me in a good light. Well, it's not that they paint me in a bad light, it's more that I don't know what I'm saying so often. Okay, I'm gonna go for the health. Oh no! Oh wait, it counted anyway. That's cool. How many... Okay, so I think for the bombers here, we need to take out both of the engines. Not the one we destroyed earlier. And as we're doing so, I am also going to work on the crates. It seems like this level takes place in Skyrim. Okay, how am I doing? 8 out of 11, that's cool. 9. That's 10, and then that's our final box over there. And then we can just focus on destroying the bombers. Is this the good way of doing it? Probably not, because I have taken out all of our health pickups. Potentially before we needed them. But I believe. 3 more bombers left. I can see 2 of them. Oh, there's a third. Let's do that one. That's cool. And then you just got 2 more left. 4 and then 2 more before we can get married. Ah, that's cool. Nearly there. Over the hill. Okay, yeah, we're in a bad shape. I maybe shouldn't have destroyed my final health crate. However, maybe we can do it. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. That's why it didn't do a roll. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. But we did it. I was in no doubt. The Charlie Chaplin of Twitch. Hydration break. First I've heard. You'll have to remind me what the first... Oh, no, don't worry. I've caught up. Don't worry. Oh. That's also... I think maybe I should just stop. I can't keep track of things I have said, am saying, or will say whilst also playing games. One or the other. We either turn the channel into a podcasting stream or a gaming stream. Buglight. Buglight was the level that would always bug out for me whenever I played it when I was younger. So this is the level that stopped me from ever completing Crash 3 when I was younger. And I believe it to be a level where we have a firefly guiding our way to victory. Clemmy, I got a notification as soon as my character woke up that there's been an earthquake during the night. What? That's what you get for building your farm on a geological fault. Gonna get earthquakes. Is everyone okay? Is the village alright? What about your livestock? Your cattle? And other farmers? Is Leah okay? It's a dangerous thing. I hope everyone survived. Sure enough, we're into a dark tomb with a mere glow bug guiding our way. And we got to time it with the doorways. It's okay, I believe. I think we can do this. We just need to be quick and careful and pay attention to the road ahead. Thank you very much for breaking the box, but I did have it covered. I could manage. Oh, the blue gem. Let's do it. Going around checking, but I'm guessing since it notified me, I have to find something or someone. Well, best of luck on your search. Oh, nice. Don't call me a pro for nothing. Did they call me a pro at all? I call me a pro. Oh wait, we got the green one as well. Oh, have we got all of the gem? We haven't got the yellow gem. I hope that that doesn't cause any repercussions for us. Oh, it's going to cause repercussions for us, isn't it? Again, the music's incredible here. Need to go to bed. Glad to see me back. Good night. Good night, Nay. Sleep well. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. And I will see you on Instagram tomorrow. No! What now? Have I got to... I've just got to... in the literal meme sense, guess I'll die. Darn it. Okay. So, don't take the blue gem. Note to self, go back and find the yellow one, wherever that is. How did I miss it? I'm assuming it's in a level where we couldn't, just straight up couldn't access it before. Oh well. It's giving me more backtracking though. We all know I don't like backtracking. Moneybags has made that abundantly clear over his Tyranny and Spyro. Huh, Crash. Ready for a small fee. Alright, we got invincibility. We can just charge through everything here. I like these moments in video games where you've got a moment where you are all powerful and you can just breeze through. Cause absolute destruction and decimation. Charge through. No obstacle is actually an obstacle. A bonus? I don't mind if I do. Boo, moneybags. Boo indeed. Aha, a small fee. For this small fee, I shall teach you how to breathe oxygen. Oh no, can't see a thing. Which was always going to be a risk. Ah, that's it. I knew there was one there somewhere. Can I see if I look up? No. Can't see a thing. Okay, I can see something. Let's do something like that. There we go, that'll do. What did I miss, if anything? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. That is how you feel your way through the dark. More by luck than judgment, for sure. But we did it. Expert. I tell you come here for the good stuff. We don't do any comedy gameplay around here. It is all pro strats, elite gamer moves, top tips, tricks, hints, walkthroughs, guides, hacks, and I'm sure there's at least one synonym that I haven't used. Okay, a nitro box. Is this going to do it for us? Yes, it does. And I saw the gap. I'm not going to die at the end for a third time. That really would be too much. Too much. And that takes us back to the time twister. And that does it. All we got to do now, not gonna fall for that. So now we got to do is take on Dr. Neo Cortex. Which we may as well do, because we can't replay the levels until we've done him. So we may as well take on the final boss of Crash Bandicoot 3. I'm going to treat myself to a hero as well.
This is the part where I'm supposed to be angry, full of rage, incensed beyond belief. Once again, you have outsmarted and outspun my best henchman. I should be rather upset, shouldn't I?
And in fact, we're furious. But it seems you have overlooked one small detail, you little orange delivery boy. Now that you have gathered all the crystals, all we have to do is take them from you.
Try it. I challenge both of you. Dr. Neo Cortex and Uka Uka.
Crash Bandicoot, for the last time, give the crystals to me.
Bit angry. Very angry, but phenomenal voice work. Like, the thing with villains is you have to play a villain correctly. You can't put in half effort for a villain. And Aku Aku's voice actor is like, incredible. Just, you can tell he's a baddie and that it's just hatred. I think it's definitely a good one. Okay. In theory, he says, wait for the jinx. This shouldn't be too tricky. I feel like our biggest problem is just going to be sizing up where the mines go so we don't get blown up. And trying not to get caught up in the tornado. And I realised I missed my chance to attack right there, so we got to do it again. Try not to step on them. And then when the vent opens, boot Cortex down the middle. One more go and we are there. Just don't mess it up. I lost my mask. Did I not start with a mask? I don't think I got hit, but... Oh, keep out of the way. That doesn't strike me as a place where we want to be. Okay, we're nearly there. Just get him in the middle. To run faster, hold down button. Right trigger button while running. Easy! You know it.
Defeated again. This is not fair. Maybe I should retire to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a woman with nice big bags of ice for my head.
Oh, he nearly made it a 12 rather than a PG. Alright, so now we've got to go and get all the gems. Developed by Vicarious Visions. We watched the credits for Crash 1. We don't need to see him again. Go watch the Crash 1 stream on YouTube if you want to catch out the credits. We got work to do. And we've got 1 hour to do it in. Right, let's go and see what we got left. So it's just gems now. Can it be done? It can be done. So we've done all these. We're not going to worry about the relics. As I've said before, the relics are extracurricular. And don't count towards the actual kind of completion, I don't think. So we're not worrying about relics. It's just a couple of gems we need to go around and find. And I want to start with the yellow one first of all, which is in Hang'em High. Let's go and do it. I knew there was a reason why it notified me. Uncovered a path for the back of the map. Oh. So does that give you a new place to explore, or is it like a shortcut? Maybe some more resources or something hidden away back there? Okay, so I'm assuming that it's a death route that we need to succeed at. So we want to try and do this without dying. Or if it's not a death route, then maybe it was another coloured gem that's now come available as we managed to pick them all up. It wasn't just you. The screen did freeze for a moment there. I'm not entirely sure why it did. I think it was just there was just a fault in the game right there. I haven't dropped any frames. The stream still appears to be live and going well, so I think for some reason the game just had a little bit of a and dropped a few frames of itself. That's fine. The important thing is that it's come back. I did think it was going to crash for a moment there, and I would have been rather upset. Mostly because I think it would have spoiled my VOD for this. Because the recording would have gotten corrupted. It's weird how these spinny blocks just stopped being a thing halfway through the game. I wonder why that is. A hot spring? Ooh. Some fresh water available? Maybe it has other secrets. If you toss a coin in, does it maybe give you... I'm going to do the bonus just because I don't know if we need to get the boxes or not. Yeah, maybe if you toss some coins in, does it give you any kind of like special wish-granting powers or anything? Remember video game logic. There is always a secret behind the waterfall. And that is exactly the same for hot springs. There's always a secret. I think I should just expand the rule. Rather than there's always a secret behind the waterfall, just there's always a secret to do with a water feature in video games. I guarantee it. I don't know what it is about fountains, waterfalls, hot springs, you name it. There is always some sort of secret to do with a water feature in a video game. In the same way that all of the weird, narrow corridors are a trope of horror games. There's the yellow gem, I see you! How do I get to you? That's my next question. Just one of them strange video game logics. Exactly. Oh, we've got to come here from somewhere else. Okay, so we can't actually get the yellow gem yet. We need to come here from elsewhere. Alright then. In that case, let's just go back to the start. Back to level 1. Wherever we need to pick up another gem, let's just do it. Funnily enough, I feel like actually we already knew that somewhere in our mind. I think we already did try and replay it and come across the fact that we needed to find it elsewhere. Okay, so first of all, does Boneyard have a death route or is it something else? I think Boneyard is something else. Let's try it anyway, we'll see. Guessing the hot spring has its purpose during the winter. An important cutscene. Maybe. When the hot spring freezes over? Well, can a hot spring freeze? I don't know. I suppose not. It's inside, so probably not. Yeah, I think the hot spring might have something come available to it in winter, but I don't think it'll freeze. Having said that, have you ever seen any pictures of Niagara Falls when they've frozen? That is insane. So it's not to say that it can't happen. If something as mighty as Niagara Falls can freeze, then I don't see why a hot spring couldn't freeze in some strange way, shape or form. Oh, I think I've remembered now. There's one of these dinosaur run levels, I don't know if it's this one or not, where you need to get carried away by one of the pterodactyls. You do that by jumping into it. However, I can't remember A, if it's this level, and B, if it is this level, which pterodactyl it is that you need to jump into in the first place. However, there is a red gem here that we've not been to, I don't think. So let's maybe check this out instead. I assume we haven't been this way. Metal checkpoint is a good sign. Because I think we do already have a gem for this level, so if we've got metal checkpoints, that gem we've already got is going to be for the crates. Oop, sorry about that. Oh, that's 2. Okay, that's not good. Oh, okay, we dodged it. Haven't got enough time to react. Was this the pterodactyl, by any chance? Turns out it wasn't that pterodactyl we needed to jump into. That was just an accident. Alright, I've got no masks to protect me this time. So we'll just have to hope for the best. I feel like those currents are a trap. You go and step in one and it just sends you skating straight off into the lava. We can kind of afford to take our time just a little bit on these levels because we have now got the sprinting shoes. So we can take our time a little bit, and if the the Triceratops gains distance on us, then we can just charge and run away at a greater speed. I guess. I'm assuming that the sprinting shoes allow us to outrun a Triceratops. I don't know why they wouldn't. This is a video game, and that kind of logic applies here. Thread the needle. Good. Alright. Take a moment to pause. Wanted to go ice skating this year. If my niece is here next year during the winter, I'm personally buying her skates. Ice skating's good fun. I've not been skating in a very long time. I'd love to give it another go. I always spend the first half an hour like a deer on the ice, trying desperately to suss out how to do it. But then as soon as I get my rhythm down, I have an absolute blast. Okay, come on. There's a gem. We'll take it. I think the thing is, as well, for us, is that we can only really go to, like, indoor ice skating rinks. Whereas I suppose... Clemmy, does it get cold enough for you where you can go, like, lake skating? Because that would always be pretty cool. It does. See, that would be cool. I'd love to do that. While I was living in Canada, I didn't have the opportunity. I left just before basically the lakes froze over to a proper depth. Because obviously you don't want to fall through it. You have to wait until the ice is thick enough to support not just your weight, but everyone else who's skating. And when I left Canada, the lakes still weren't quite thick enough for it. So, would love to do it though. It does. I'd love to go to Sweden. Taking my niece, we're going to do it inside. So yeah, that's probably for the best. Like, I think that's probably the only thing that's dissuading me, is that I feel like open lake skating is something you should only really do if you are good at skating. So that if there is an emergency, then you can get off the ice quick and get help for whatever's gone down quickly. There was a saying in Canada of, like, how do you know when the ice on the lake is thick enough to skate on? And essentially the advice was, if you see Canadians skating on the ice, then it's time. Canadians just have it built in. It's just innate. Canadians just know when the ice is thick enough to skate on. Or maybe they're taught it in schools and colleges and stuff. Maybe that forms part of their curriculum. Downside is there's only one way to learn about it, really. It's to get out there. It's their superpower. The Canadians have a lot of superpowers. Apparently, right, here's something I have heard. I don't know whether it's true or not. But apparently, they, after a fresh dump of snow, they kind of go to like a part that's clean, basically, and squirt like a load of maple syrup down onto the snow and make their own maple slushies out of the snow or something like that. It's something odd like that. And I was like, that sounds pretty cool. I'd like to give that a go. That way. Okay. I'm going to get all the crates this way first, and then we'll go back. Tried a lot of weird foods. Well, I say a lot. I tried a few weird foods while I was in Canada. Stuff I'd never tried before. So, bone marrow, I tried before. At first, I thought that the chefs were having me on at the place I worked. They said, "Do you want some bone marrow?" I was like, "No." Why would I want bone marrow? And they went, yeah, go and try some. I thought they were winding me up. But you know what? Like, it's a legitimately consumable thing. It's got like the look and consistency of like jelly or like jello or whatever your phrasing for the product may be. But tastes a lot like beef. It's very rich though, like you can't have too much of it. But they spread some on some toast. Did some for me, some for them, and we all just sat down and had some bone marrow on toast. And it was very unusual. However, it wasn't bad. It was just unusual. But you can get hold of it by like if you use bones to make like your beef stock and things like that, then you can, if you boil the bones basically, then you're able to just tap the marrow out and use it as a sort of pate for toast. Okay, that's not good. So yeah, bone marrow. Tuna sashimi, which was quite nice. Essentially raw tuna. It was alright. I wouldn't really go for it. Like if I saw it on a menu, I wouldn't really order it or anything like that. But I'm not much of a raw fish person. I wouldn't go for like smoked salmon or sushi or anything like that. It was nice, but it just felt weird in my mouth. Split path. Yeah, I remember the split path, but I was kind of hoping that... I don't really know what I was hoping for, to be honest. Something a little bit more conclusive than that. I feel like I'm doing this entirely the wrong way. I feel like there's got to be a better way of doing this. But we're going to do it the hard way. Clemmy loves sushi. It's just never really appealed to me. It's... Having said that, I've never actually really tried it. So... there's a degree of, well, how do you know you don't like it if you haven't tried it? But based solely on the fact that smoked salmon feels weird in my mouth, I'm not rushing out to try sushi, you know? I'll get back to the weird foods in a minute, but first I've got a small anecdote about smoked salmon. So, for those unaware, I'm not sure whether to say I currently or used to work in a bar. I am currently still employed to work in a bar. I am just unable to work in a bar because the country's been shut down. And a traditional sort of Christmas starter, if you like, something to have before your Christmas meal, is smoked salmon. And it's a dish that is generally served raw. It's kind of raw, I suppose. It's been smoked, so it has been cooked, but it is fish that is served sort of kind of raw / cold. And I took some out to a lady once. We had this big booking in, and they had booked for Christmas dinner, and this lady had ordered the smoked salmon. I took it out to her, and as I was taking out the rest of the starters, she said, "Oh, my smoked salmon is cold." And I said, "Yes, it's supposed to be. Smoked salmon is served cold." She was like, "Oh, can you get the chef to cook it for me?" I was like, "Well, I can take it to him and see what he can do. Yeah, sure." So I did. I took Chef the smoked salmon and said, "The lady's asking for this to be cooked." And he went, "It's supposed to be raw." I said, "Yeah, I know, but she wants it cooked." He was like, "Well, she's an idiot." That may be, but can you cook her fish, please? Thank you. In fact, that whole group was an absolute nightmare that evening. They ended up setting fire to a table. None of them could remember what they wanted, despite having a bit of paper in front of them with what they had ordered written down on it. It was absolute carnage, that group. When we were taking the food out, we just kind of put it all on a different table and was like, "You go and sort it out yourselves. We're too busy to be dealing with your disorganization. You go and find what food you want." And the problem was, because everyone in the group was greedy, the two elderly people that were with them went without dessert because everyone else in the group ate all the brownies and Christmas puddings. There was a lady who ended up with 2 desserts, despite ordering none. It was just too much. Like, I'm not paid enough to sort out that kind of disorganization. That was all on them. That was their problem. And I got better things to do. Where are we? So we're currently missing a yellow gem, which we need to keep an eye out for. Clemmy, sushi isn't only salmon. What he's speaking of is nigiri sushi. There's avocado sushi, sushi rolls. I know there's a lot of different types of sushi, but it's the feel of cold / raw fish that just doesn't really do it for me. So, as we were saying, bone marrow was one of the weird foods, and I could recommend bone marrow. It wasn't awful. And I think if you can look past what it is, then you'd be fine. I think were I to present you with some and not tell you that that's what it was, you'd probably eat it relatively okay, maybe, I don't know, without too much fuss. And then I'd say to you afterwards, "Oh, you know that was bone marrow, right?" And then you'd go, "Excuse me?" On like a little crostini or bit of toast or something like that, it's alright. Okay, that's not quite it. Sushi can be fishless. Oh. So, you don't like nigiri sushi, which is... I just don't like the feel of raw fish in my mouth. So if there is just kind of like sushi with like vegetables in the rice and seaweed or whatever. I'm very uneducated about sushi. I don't really feel qualified to say what I do and don't like about specific sushis. Because I thought that there was sushi and that was sushi. You may have opened my eyes to a whole new kind of dining. The problem for me is, right, so I've never been to a sushi restaurant because I can't bring myself to spend money on something that I might not like and then have to throw away. Okay, the dinosaurs don't double jump. This is not Spelunky 2. Sushi that's only rice, seaweed, and avocado. I'd probably give that a go. I'd give that a go. So I have spotted as well that this is the level that the yellow gem is on. Not on, but the platform for the yellow gem is on this level. So I am of the opinion that we are not going to beat this level and get its gems. I will try, but... Look out for the word nigiri or salmon, or just go vegan sushi. Doesn't even have egg in it. Ooh, now we're talking. No egg as well? My eyes have well and truly been opened. I'm relatively new to Japanese food. I know the flavors I like, but not really the dishes when it comes to Japanese food. So I do just kind of look out for specific words and kind of go from there. One thing I know for sure, got a Japanese menu, you see like bao or dim sum. It's dim sum Japanese. Those are your award winners right there. You go for those ones every time. Been eating sushi since I was 2. Pretty well informed, at least from the Swedish sushi. What's that delicacy in Sweden? I feel like every Swede gets asked this, but is it like fermented fish or something like that? You know what I mean? It's like fish that's just kind of, is it like preserved in salt and then allowed to ferment for ages? Like, apparently it absolutely stinks, but is actually kind of nice. Is this the one to carry me away? Pickled herring? Is that it? I thought it had like it had a name, like a. Oh, I don't know. I know kind of what I'm talking about, but not really. Is it pickled herring? It might be pickled herring. Does anyone else know what I'm talking about? Surströmming? Yeah, surströmming? Is that correct? Here we go. Let's go for another diversion. Right. Oh, it's coming up. Yes! Oh, Swedish for sour herring. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it. I'm going to go to translate as well, just so that I can see how close I was. So, let's just go sour herring. Translate into Swedish. Oh, apparently it's not. So, according to Wikipedia, surströmming, pronunciation pending, is Swedish for sour herring. Oh, that's in Danish. Wait, if I swap this to English, sour herring, in Swedish is apparently sursill.
Sursill.
Sursill. Whereas surströmming, that's how I'm pronouncing it. Oh no, apparently it's on herring. This is why Google Translate sucks. Because now, look. Easy. Okay, let's go for... See, that does also mean sour herring. So my pronunciation, surströmming.
Surströmming.
That ain't bad. Surströmming.
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 Yeah, that ain't bad. I'm happy with that. That wasn't a bad sight read. But yeah, lightly salted fermented Baltic Sea herring, traditional to Swedish cuisine. But yeah, it's like literally just fermented fish. I remember hearing about that. That's like one of the few things I know about Swedish cuisine. Do you know what? This is probably very easy to say, having never had it. But I'd give it a go. Were I ever to go to Sweden, I'd give it a try. Because I feel like you have to kind of embed yourself in the culture, you have to try the food, and all that sort of stuff. So I would try it. However, I'm not optimistic that I would enjoy it. Pickled herring is much better. I'll take your word for that. Surströmming. It's my new Swedish word for the day. I'm gonna restart Duolingo and start learning languages, I think. And I think I may start with Swedish. Got a load of spare time on my hands, so may as well do something with it. Days where I'm not streaming, or at times when I'm not streaming, maybe just spend a bit of time trying to learn a language. Duolingo is so easy to do it on. Not sponsored, but might give it a go. And then we'll have a Swedish stream one day. Mustard pickled herring. Were you not listening earlier? I said mustard can do one. Can always try it out. Exactly. Whenever you're here, I can. We can try and banter in Swedish, and you can laugh at me because it will be pretty bad. Oh, we got to get back to weird foods, didn't we? We went off on a few tangents here. We got to bring it back to the original bit. So we have discussed bone marrow. I now want to move on to ice cream. You may be going, well, what's so weird about ice cream? Let me tell you what was weird about the ice cream. I should probably get that first, maybe? Well, no, we'll come back. We'll come back for this, because I think that those spikes are where the other path will lead us to. So, let's discuss weird ice cream. Because we had an unusual chef. I'm going to be dead by the end of that. Look, I don't pretend that I'm good at languages. I just try. And sometimes that's all you can ask. Anyway, yeah, so ice cream. One of the chefs I worked with in Canada made ice cream from cheese. There is salmon ice cream for dogs. Okay, no, that is weird. Where does this go? Interesting. Salmon ice cream is weird. But yeah, this chef, he made ice cream out of cheese. Turns out that was not very useful for our journey. Alright. And it tasted really bad. But you can kind of see the logic. Cheese is dairy. Milk is dairy. Cheese is just milk by another name and like an extension of process. So I can kind of see the logic, but oh, it tasted so bad. And that may just be because I don't really like cheese either. But I would like to believe it's because cheese ice cream tastes awful. And it did taste awful. Would not recommend. Bone marrow? Go for it. Not too bad. Cheese ice cream? I'd swerve that one if I were you. Wait, haven't we done this already? No, we haven't. I don't think. The dogs love it. 6-year-old dog. Favorite of us. Puppy's favorite is liver. Oh, liver ice cream. Well, they are definitely for dogs, that's for sure. Don't think you. I mean, you certainly wouldn't catch me moving anywhere near salmon or liver flavored ice cream. What caused my death there? They just threw a lump of coal at me? I guess so. Nah, this is tough to control. Cheesecake ice cream? I could get on board with cheesecake ice cream, that's for sure. But I am talking just cheese. Like you might have on a pizza, or put in a sandwich. Or, you know, just literal cheese. Not good. But the ice cream anecdote doesn't end there. Because he also made another ice cream. Which tasted much better. But was with a much less ice cream's safe ingredient. He made ice cream with potatoes. Yeah. Potato ice cream. And do you know what? It was really good. It was really good. It was like a little kind of salty sweet taste. Kind of like a salted caramel. You got the sweet with a little of saltiness. Wasn't too bad. And the kind of potato starchiness of it gave it an odd sort of maple flavour to it as well. Like, it was just straight up vanilla ice cream. Excuse me? Yeah. Potato ice cream. Potato... or vanilla flavoured potato ice cream. It was mad. But it was really, really good. Would definitely recommend. I don't know how he did it. No idea. But it was good. Have I ever tried gelato? Not sure that I have. Sorbets I have. Yeah. I've tried sorbets, but I don't know that I've ever tried gelato. Okay, I'm kind of stumped now. I need to... No, I don't need... Oh, look, she gets so upset when we say no. I don't know where to go now or what to do. Evidently, I need to find... I feel like this one must be... I think this one must be... Unlock a new path by earning the red gem elsewhere. Which we've done. We've gotten both of the gems here. So this leads me to believe that this must be the level where we have to jump into the pterodactyl. Maybe. Not 100% on the name, but there's a type of ice cream called gelato. It's stretchy. Yeah, I know. I know what. I have heard of gelato. Oh, I think that is the pterodactyl we need to jump into, because it's facing the other way. All the others are facing towards us, whereas this one's facing away from us. So we let him take us away. Or not. Turns out I was incorrect. This one. Just going to end up jumping into all of them now. I know there's a secret where that's the thing that you need to do. While Jay and I were on a trip to trip in Benidorm, we went to Valencia. Both places in Spain. We went to Valencia. Was it that guy or that guy, maybe? Gotta try. One of them will be right, exactly. Yeah, we went on a trip to Valencia and we tried some Spanish ice cream, which was really, really good. We were like right in the middle of a square in Valencia town centre, or Valencia city centre. Did I go into that one? I don't know. Right, this big old square right in the middle of Valencia city centre. And it was, I think, one of the hottest days that Spain has ever had. Is one of the hottest days I have ever experienced, for sure. And the ice cream was just so good. I may have to look this up, because I feel like I'm going mad. I've got a few lives, but like I don't want to keep on just throwing them at pterodactyls. Did we do you? I've lost count now. I've lost count of which ones we have and haven't done. I think we've done them all along this stretch, though. We've at least done the first 4. That hurts. Well, it's not one of the river dwellers, is it? Oh, no, wait. Last time we came in here, we went up the red gem. We didn't actually continue along this path. So I think it may actually be a little bit further ahead here. On the next dinosaur run. Let's give it a try. I also can't remember what our box situation is like on this level. So I'm gonna have a go and get them all. I feel like we have gotten all the boxes here. For us to be already halfway to collecting them all and like about halfway through the level, this feels right, so... Whoop. Did I miss any? No. For some reason gets flashback to old school. Oh, it was a great holiday though, that one. There's a vlog of it buried somewhere on my YouTube channel. I think we were out there for about 10 days or so, I think. We've spoken about it on stream before. It was... that was mine and Jay's worst alcohol-related story. Which we don't need to go into again. Okay, I missed him. Hopefully there's more. There you are. Take me away. To the bonus level or somewhere. Wasn't him. Take me. This one will take me there, surely. It's not that one either. You watch, when we find the pterodactyl, there will be a brazenly obvious way of telling that that was the one that was supposed to take us away. It'll be wearing like a bright orange coat. Or something like that. It'll be looking like that character from South Park. Yes, I don't watch South Park either. I don't know who they are. Or it may not have been this level in the slightest. For some strange reason, remembered my school at the top of a 6-story building. 6 stories is huge! My secondary school had at most 3 stories. And that felt monolithic. I can't imagine how 6 stories must feel. Was it vertical though? Did the school take up a lot of space on the ground as well? Or was it just a couple of really tall buildings but didn't have a big sort of footprint, if that makes sense? Because my secondary school, even though it was 3 stories tall, it had a huge footprint. It was massive. Okay, I can't get that yellow gem yet, somehow. Every single morning, lunchroom was at the ground floor. So in my second year at secondary school, I had maths on the top floor with a teacher who never let us go to lunch on time. We had half-hour break for lunch, and we would make it down to the lunchroom by like 20 minutes into the break. We'd only get like a 10-minute lunch break with her. It was inhumane. Bear in mind as well, like I said, we also had to go from the very top floor all the way down. She was rather unpleasant. Her surname was Lasova, and in my head, I never shared it with anyone because I didn't think it was that good. But in my head, I made a kind of parody song for her, based upon "Do You Believe in Love" by Cher, or whatever that song is. Do you believe in love after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think it's strong enough, no. Right? That song. The version of the song I made basically was that, but it went, do you believe in lunch, Lesova? And that was it. I didn't know the rest of the lyrics, so I couldn't make up the rest of the song. But it was just, do you believe in lunch, Lesova? She'd never let us go on time. It was almost like lunch was a concept to her rather than, something that we as teenagers were legally entitled to. Yeah, I feel your pain on the long walks up and down stairs. I don't mind doing that. I'm happier taking stairs than elevators in buildings. I don't have a problem with elevators, but I just kind of like the walk. I feel like I get a bit of exercise in, so it all kind of like it balances out. 6th floor was our school, not the whole. Oh, I see. I've got you. I thought you meant that like your school building was 6 floors. That's colossal. No, our school building was 3 stories tall. The main building was. There was a couple of additional buildings and stuff which were either single story or 2 stories. And the thing was as well, like, your lessons could take place all over the school. It wasn't like first years had one building, second years had another building, and so on. It was... The buildings were kind of divided out by subject instead. So you would have maths, which was on the top, which is on the 3rd floor of the main building. But then if you had science, you had to go down to the ground floor of the main building. If you had drama, you had to go to a completely separate building. All that kind of stuff. A lot of faffing around. I spent a lot of time walking in school. I feel like I spent as much time walking as I did actually in lessons at school. Is it you? It's not that one. Okay. Is it you? We'll never know. Maybe this time we will know. I hope it's not something dumb like I've got to attack the pterodactyl rather than let him carry me off. However, I am 90% sure it's about being carried off. Oh my gosh, if we can even make it there though. I want to try and get as many apples as possible because I need to try and start recouping some of these lives that we're losing doing all this science. Okay, I missed him again. And it turns out he's the only one. Maybe I'll get him to carry me away instead then. Oh, come on! I didn't even walk on that. The game had other ideas, quite evidently, but I'm protesting. Take me away, country roads! Okay, apparently I made up the whole thing. I'm going to look this up. Because I've hit a block now. Here we go. Oh, no. Don't give me a YouTube video. I just want, like, I just want a... Here we are. There we go. Secret exit. Oh, is that my game? Yeah. So we need to go to Dynamite and what? I need the yellow gem. Huh. Okay, well now I'm totally confused because there's also the secret warp room that we haven't found yet. I hate myself. So apparently... Oh, I didn't want that. No. Apparently, turns out the relics are important to some sort of completion. We need to get 5 relics to get access to the secret warp room, and that should solve a lot of our problems. Did go to a school with 5 floors? Not sure if it was 4 or 5. 3 on top, you can see, and then in the basement. Oh, okay. That's still a big school. Okay, so we have got the running shoes to make the time trials easier. So we do just need to peg it, basically. We just zip through the level. Everything kind of gets swapped around. None of the crates contain fruit. However, some of them are replaced with these crates with numbers on it, which pause our timer for a hot second. Or maybe 2, possibly even 3. Allowing us to get a better time on the level. Bonuses are invalid as well on these levels. It is literally just a straight shot to the finish. There we go. Where are we at? 30 odd seconds. I don't know if that's good or not. I didn't see what our target time was. So I am hopeful that just this will be good enough. Feels kind of slow, to be honest. 46 gold relic. That's fine. That'll do. Does that count as 2? Or does that count as 1? I haven't got time for faffing. I'm AAA. 47 seconds. That's okay. Does that count as 2 relics or does it count as 1? Because you get the blue one and then it gives you the time for gold. So then if you get the gold, then that counts as 2, surely. We'll see. Don't need the dance. Nope, it literally just counts as 1. Okay, so we got to do them all. Next up, we'll do Orient Express. I'll try and do the quickest ones so we can breeze through this. We have got like 10 minutes of stream left, though, so it's kind of irritating that we only uncovered this now. But we'll know for next time. Next time we will beat Crash 3. I'm sure of it. Alright, come on, Purra. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's worth trying to get like all of the time boxes or if it's better to just charge through the level like this. Phenomenally fast paced though. Loving it. This should be a gold time as well. Oh man, I sound like an actual speedrunner. The mask didn't protect me though. Never mind, let's have another go. That was fun. Purry, you missed the... And another go! I went through it! I don't know how. I went through it. Can we have some success, please, now? And... What is going on? Can we... Oh! Jacoby Games raiding with a party of 9! Thank you so very much for the raid. Good evening to you, Jacoby Gaming. And good evening, raiders, as well. How is everybody doing this evening? A happy new year to you, if I haven't been able to wish you one yet. I hope the year's been going relatively smoothly for you so far. We're currently trying to breeze through Crash 3 with all the haste and due care and attention the game deserves. Didn't bang our heads. Oh, come on, Coco! She's done it. Woo! Bumble Raid, spread the positivity! Thank you so very, very much indeed. How was the stream, Jacoby? What was it you was playing this evening? Oh, another gold relic! Yes! AAA, that's my name, don't wear it out. Playing WoW? Oh yeah, I saw you've jumped into WoW. How's it been going? How are you finding it? I haven't played like the multiplayer, like the MMO version. I played like a couple of the simulator versions and stuff, like the Command and Conquer type Warcraft games. I've not played WoW. How are you finding it? Oh, that's not going to be a quick one. Give me a couple more of these tiger levels. They're the quick ones. Oh yeah, a town one as well. Towns and tigers. Oh my! Those will be the ones. Those will be the ones. Alright. And go! I feel like we slow down when we do the super spin, so probably got to try not to use too much of that. Don't try it, wizard. That'll do, that's fine. We can just get the gold times, that's fine. Actually, we don't even need the gold ones, we can just get blue. As long as we get a relic. That's all we need. Careful, old man. This one feels like it's going really slowly as well. I feel like I should probably be trying to spend a bit more time on looking at what the target times are for each of these races. So I know what I should be aiming for and whether or not we'll actually manage it. Because if we ain't going to make it, there's no point carrying on with the race. We may as well restart it. Go, 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 go. We're nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. That'll do nicely. Take me away. And it was another gold. Owning it. Yes. Ah. It's my name. Oh. Yeah, I think one more foot level, another tiger level, and then we should be able to get into the secret warp room and actually make some progress. Some long needed progress. We've been faffing around on this game for far too long with not much progress. Don't feel that one. Definitely not. Tomb time could be doable. Oh, Midnight Run, Orient Express, that'll do. Target time, what do you got? 51 seconds for a blue relic. That is so unbelievably doable. We'll be able to do that, no problem. Her name is Purah. It's finally been confirmed. I've been calling her Purah all this time. Not actually known for sure. I wonder what the banners on the side say. It's never occurred to me before, but I missed the clock. It's never actually occurred to me to think about what those banners might be saying. I'm assuming it just says Crash or Bandicoot or Cortex maybe or something like that. Give me the 3 or let me jump over the 3. Either or. 51 seconds for blue. Not sure what the gold time is, but that shouldn't matter because we can't make it that far anyway. Good news is you don't lose lives on time trials. You only lose lives if you, oh, I don't know, miss the clock. Well, that's embarrassing. The fact it keeps giving me a mask as well. The masks are not too helpful in this kind of level. We're there, we're there, we're there. That's cool. Over we go. Give me the 3. That's nice. The pity masks certainly aren't helpful because you lose your mask at the start of each level when you take on a time trial anyway. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is what racing games should be. Nice and fast-paced. I'm sure I should have... Hey, what's going on? Be savage if you did though. So I missed most of the stream. No problem, Morgan. Thank you for dropping in. How is everyone and everything? Thank you for the bits as well. Everything is good. We are doing relatively well. Trying to uncover the secrets of Crash 3. We are nearly done, I think. It's just trying to catch these last few gems and seeing what else awaits us. In order to get the gems, we've got to go and do a couple of the relics through these time trials, and then we shall see. How has your 2021 been so far? Like the new emo? He's beautiful, isn't he, my little Scyther? There's some glorious handiwork from Sam right there. And now there's actually a way to express how disappointed you are with me whenever I make a bad joke or play really horribly. He's lovely, I love it. There we go, 26 seconds. We literally did it in half the time. This has got to be platinum. It's gold! That's obscene. It's been great, mostly sleeping as there's nothing else to do. Exactly. UK Lockdown 3, hype! But that's exactly it. I've been sleeping and now getting back into the rhythm of streaming. First stream of the year. First of many. Undoubtedly. Alright, where does that leave us? That leaves us on 4 now, I think? 4. I need one more. One more relic for the secret room. The water levels are a definite no. Give me an easy level. Not that one. Oh, doubleheader, another town level, that'll do. Now I can do just that to pass the time and stay inside. Exactly. Don't even need the excuse now. So I'm kind of looking forward to this year. It should be to kind of paraphrase our esteemed premier, as I've now taken to calling him apparently. This could be a fantastic year for Twitch. I'm gonna make it so, to paraphrase another well-known figurehead. Twitching all day, every day. Maybe not all day, but twitching very frequently. And that's mostly to do with my restless legs. We probably shouldn't have wasted the time in going back for that. We should just carry on. Boris is starting his Fortnite stream. Today, if my kill to death ratio is at least 76%, then I will floss. Ugh. There's an image I didn't want. Have you seen the government's got a Twitch page and they just stream the daily COVID briefings and stuff? It's ridiculous. The chat is one of the most horrifying places I think I've ever seen. It's like... They genuinely do. It's like twitch.tv/UK Gov or Gov UK or something like that. And the live like broadcasts and meetings that they put on the TV, they also stream to Twitch. And the chat is full of obscene, ill-informed propaganda, call to arms. Things keep going past in like weird, obscure Minecraft references as well. You keep seeing things fly past in chat and it says, "You need to use diamonds to break the obsidian." Something like that. There we go, the secret warp room at last. And it makes no sense because they're obviously not playing Minecraft. They're trying to go, as you can see, the cases of COVID are rising steadily. And then you've just got chat going, streaming past. It's like, you need diamonds, but you need the iron to mine the diamonds. We need more relics. How many of these do I need? Okay, so apparently we are getting all of the relics then. We need at least one relic from every level. And the only level we can play out of the secret room is a jet ski level! Oh, that's really ruffled my goat. This entire time when I've been saying, oh, we don't need to worry about the relics, they're just time trials, they're not important. Alright, look, let's do a couple more. You know, we've been very fortunate to have been raided, so we'll stream a little longer, just for you guys. And then we'll call it an evening. We'll see. Can I swim fast with the sprint button? No. Okay. What was the target time? 1:27? Something like that. I can already feel that this is going to go badly. Got a spin swim. Spin swim is faster than kicking, I think. I'm just trying to get all the boxes for any kind of time save whatsoever. Except these boxes, apparently. I'm just going to zip past those. We got the skidoo. That'll give us a little speed boost, but we don't want to lose it immediately. That's the downside. See, it does have that speed boost right there that we can use. The shark didn't get us, which is wonderful. There we go, it's gone. Another mask. Come on! Power! Okay, that's fine. That's why we get the masks. 20 seconds. Oh, this is like those flying levels in Spyro. Come on, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. Come on. Oh, the shark! No! No, come on! Okay, we're there. Blue relic, that'll do. It doesn't matter what colour we get, we just need to be earning relics. I will take those, that's fine. That went better than I thought it would for a water level, let's put it that way. Did it go well? It didn't go badly. It didn't go badly. It just didn't go as well as I probably could have hoped for. It went as well as my ability allowed. That's probably the best way to put it. We don't need the dance. Level 3 is that one. We don't need that. Level 4 is Boneyard. Okay. We'll do Warp Room 1. Once Warp Room 1. My God, that is probably the toughest sentence I've had to say all year. When Warp Room 1 is 1, then we will do it. When Warp Room 1, you sound like Jonathan Ross. When Warp Room 1 is 1, we will call it a stream. Again, this is what your mama told you the sprint button was for. Look at this, the Triceratops don't even know. Two masks as well is a great place to be. And there's a third one right there as well. Give me that. Super speed run, let's go. Not only are we sprinting, we got the triple mask dash. I don't actually know if they stack or not, but we are at least ploughing through all of this. Nice! Very, very nice indeed. Okay, there weren't any time saves right there. I am slightly concerned about the time, though. I'm hoping that we've got enough on the clock. This should be... Oh, we don't even need to worry about breaking the boxes because the Triceratops is going to do it. So we can literally just focus on running. And all of the time saves will still count for us. Oh, nitros. Whoops. It's alright, we've still got a mask to save us should we need it. We're down 127. It was gold! Who knew? That's impressive. I thought that was going to be blue. I'm glad we got that. Lead on. See, imagine if I was bothering putting my name in every single time. We'd be here till tomorrow. Alright, there we go. I was going to say, don't you dare crash on me! Alright, level 5. Oops. Is... Oh. Alright. Okay. Come on then. The final level. Let's make it a good one. I think this one is relatively linear. So... it shouldn't be too tricky for us. Having said that, just breezed straight past the clock. We do just need... This level is going to hang on obtaining the time boxes. If we can do that well enough, then we haven't got anything to worry about. I am just concerned about the floating physics. And they're going to be what's going to hold us up. I think I probably spent a second going wide to get that box to save a second. So that was just a net break even right there. Oh, nice. We got both of them. That's good. I don't think 3 masks counts for much in this level, so I'll take the 2. Which we'll reduce to 1. To 0, actually. You know what? Never mind having masks. Screw masks. They don't do anything to help you. How is it this level is easier in time trial mode than it was casually? No, Coco! We were so close! Alright, let's get a redo. Do the same but better. Okay, I think we're slightly slower than last time, which is a tad concerning. Never mind though. Oh, we missed them all. That's going to be costly. That's going to count against us for sure. Alright, let's try and hang on to both of our masks a fraction longer this time. Because they may come in useful for us should we decide to, I don't know, crash into a boat. Another box missed. We'd better hope that this comes good. I think that was a little bit of a time save right there going around that corner. We had to take that one a bit slower in the previous run. So that'll hopefully count for us. We've made it past our nemesis. Here's the exit. Come on. Hey, it was another gold relic, though. That's pretty cool. Take that. And that concludes all of the relics for Warp Room 1. Warp Room 1 has been won. I think. I assume that the bosses don't have relics or anything attached to them. Oh, whoop whoop! They do not. Okay, cool. So, we're on our way. We need to obtain a total of 25 relics to be able to play all of the secret levels, including obtaining the yellow gem. And then we can go and do the new level that was made for this game as well, which I'm looking forward to. That'll have to be next stream, though. Thank you for the cheer right there, Sean. Much appreciated. That is gonna wrap it up for this evening, though. We are... let's not pause it. Let's leave the music going. Zoom! We are all out of time for tonight. Oh, and what a night it has been. First stream back, and... oh, it's good to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming along, hanging out, viewing, and for all the support. For the raids as well. We've had 2 tonight, I think. We had 2, which is wonderful. All the support and bits, as always, very much appreciated. Clemmy's going to bed as well, perfectly timed. We will be back tomorrow with Spyro, I think, is what I have set aside for tomorrow. My phone has blown up over the course of this stream. It's like people don't know that I go live, despite me spamming it everywhere. Leave me alone! Schedule, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow is Spyro! Spyro Ripto's Rage. And I am very much looking forward to getting back into it. Thank you everybody once again. Have a wonderful rest of whatever time of day it is for you. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow at the same time for some Spyro. Good night, take care, sleep well, all the rest of it. Stalling till I can get to the thing. All the scythers are coming out. Stop it. Don't wear them out already. It's like a new toy. You've already run the batteries out. Good night, guys. Take care. See you all soon. Bye-bye.